Yo guys, what's going on? It's Catman227 here. Now I'm back with another episode of God Review, and today we are going over the god Zeus. Now, there's actually a bit of a stigmatism around this particular character, and that's because he's not really played at all in ranked. And quite frankly, I think that is outrageous. I think people do need to pick him in ranked. I've actually brought him into ranked a few times and did okay. I don't play ranked very often because I'm just not very competitive. Oh, but people kept telling me over and over and over that Zeus is a terrible pick. Like, he's good for everything except ranked. And I'm like, I think that's a load of shit. So I went ahead and I made a build for him. It's a much different one than I'm using now because I had to change it for Arena. But I did do okay with him. We did end up losing, but it wasn't because of me specifically. It was just a number of different factors, but I'm not even going to get into that. So, now, being that this is a review, I will actually go over some of the negatives, and of course the positives of playing this character. Now, I am not a very good Zeus player. Like, I'm not super familiar with this kit. I've only played a handful of hours with him, so excuse the guerrilla style game that you're about to see, because I'm absolutely dog water with this character. But so he he's basically a glass cannon. So as you can see, I just got an elimination there. I'm doing lots of damage because okay, so a common misconception with this character is a lot of people will say you don't really need attack speed. That is completely false, because for every third hit you get with your basic attack, you gain a charge. This can stack up to 3 times. So you want to obviously get your stacks up as often as possible, and being able to throw a bunch of lightning bolts out at a time from range is definitely where you want to be. Similar to Scylla, you would want to take like flank routes like what I'm doing right now, cut people off, maybe see if you can catch somebody like this who's like off guard and then just kind of pelt them, which I did not do because I was afraid he would turn around and kill me, and I didn't exactly have a team to back me up, which are the kind of risks you take whenever you take these flank routes. But what you a main combination you'll need to do is use your square ability, because this will create a chain lightning effect, which will basically have shared damage. So, but try to limit it to like maybe 1 or 2 people at max. Any more than 2, it just starts to get chaotic, and you're probably not going to be able to get the pick. So, use your first ability on at least one target that's maybe already weak, or someone who's at low health already, maybe down to half health. Just kind of find these weaker, squishier targets and finish them off. That's basically what Zeus is good at, especially if you have a lot of damage mods, a lot of mods that boost your damage on your abilities, as well as your basic attack, because you need to rely on that basic attack if you're going to play Zeus. I would go so far as to say he's one of the best DPSs in Smite. I know I'm probably going to get people that disagree with me. Actually, let me rephrase that. I definitely are going to have people that disagree with that. But I'm not really talking about numbers here. I'm talking about damage consistency, which is what I feel is so good about Zeus, is that you can always get damage, because 2 of his abilities are aura effects. It creates a circle. Whoever goes in that circle takes damage, and then you can focus fire them down like what I just did right there. And then of course your basic attacks will gain you that charge. Then you can call down your ultimate. I would probably try to reserve it, because they'll take damage every second that they're in. So you could probably use that with your second ability, throw that down, then put your ultimate on top of that, or maybe put them side by side to cover a wider area. It kind of just depends on how spread out the enemies are. If they're grouped up like what they are right now, that would have been a good time to maybe, put down your second and then ultimate if you had it available. So that's what I think. That's what I normally do, and I find there's a lot of success in that. Although he is kind of a glass cannon, though. So while he does deal massive amount of damage, and you can get behind like your Jormungandr or maybe even your Ymir or whoever's the Guardian. The Guardian can obviously draw aggro like what they're supposed to do. And while people are focused on killing the Guardian, Zeus can come in, pop his abilities, chain people together, throw down his ultimate, lightning strike them. You can do a lot of things like that. And when you hit people with your basic attack and as well as your abilities, that is when your third ability is going to open up. And that basically, whoever you previously hit will be smited. So basically, you'll be able to call down a lightning bolt to come down and hit them, and it'll do damage, which is really good if in those situations where you get the enemy down to such low health, and I've been that guy. I know how you guys feel because I've been there. You'll be playing Zeus, and all of a sudden you'll be focus firing. You'll chain somebody. You'll hit them with a couple of basics. You'll hit them with an ultimate. You'll hit them with your second ability. You'll hit him with everything you have. Then he just barely gets away with a sliver of health. Well, no matter where you are, if you have the option to use your third ability, which is your circle, if you're on PlayStation, no matter what distance they are from you, if they just have a sliver of health, you can activate it if given the option, and it will finish them off. If they're at low enough health and you have enough damage, obviously. I shouldn't have to explain that, but you get what I'm saying. So, honestly, your best scenario is just try to do as much damage as you can. If you feel you're at risk of death, which is a very high possibility if you're going to play Zeus, let me tell you, you just need to retreat, back up, pump damage like what you see me doing right here, just pumping tons of damage. And just, people are KD warriors, People that play Zeus, oftentimes, I'm not saying this is everybody, but a majority of people that play Zeus are killmongers and just want to get tons of kills. And as you can see throughout this clip, I am getting a few kills here and there. But the reason that my gameplay here is so successful is that I'm not Call of Dutying it, as I like to call it. You're not running in and just getting killed, because Zeus is very terrible at being a tank. And that's not really how you should be building him. You should be building him for pure DPS. So, that being said, I'm not just running in there getting myself killed. I'm looking at the battlefield tactically, calling down my strikes when I need them to be called in, and doing damage wherever I can. If my team moves up like what they're doing now, I have people that can help me, that can heal me, that can give me support. I have my relics off cooldown, which honestly, Magic Shell is almost a must. Like, you can kind of go with other things, but for your second one, but Magic Shell's almost a must. So yeah, just remember, pump as much damage as possible, and don't really worry too much about getting kills. Just do as much damage as you can. Okay, so now I think we reached a point in the video where we can go and take a look at his build. Be right back. Okay, this is the build. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below which god you want to see me do a review on next time. Later.